Hi guys, and welcome to Tom and Harry SMMA Unfiltered. This video is about if you're brand new, you're new to the space, you're new to SMMA or what is now really digital marketing. You want to start your agency, you're kind of dabbling in it, you've kind of done it. The chances are you might even be talking to people about your business. What services are you going to offer? How are you going to go about doing it? How do you explain it? What's worthy of giving out to someone for your fee you're going to charge? So this podcast, this video, let's get into it.
Yep. So I think the first thing to do, mate, I think we should discuss like what type of businesses that beginners do go after, because then you kind of have to fit your services to the type of businesses you go after, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So
Because
we can't do it though. We can't talk about this for every niche, can we?
no, I think the bottom line of it is if you're a beginner agency and you're brand new, you have to go after local lead generation businesses. You can't go after e-commerce brands that sell products online because it's just too difficult and you don't have the expertise. And also those e-commerce brands are more inclined to want testimonials from you and case studies just because they're more experienced and there's more on the line for them. So if you're a beginner, you are going to be going after local businesses, ideally in your area, so you can leverage locality and you bring them leads essentially. So you're doing local lead gen to increase the number of inquiries that this local business is getting for the service they're offering.
Yeah, and I think when we look back on it, when we first started, well, you might be different to me, but I was just offering. I remember when I first began, I was just offering what was then called Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Were you doing the same? I was
I
just
think
offering.
what I was doing. I think I was doing I know I did I always did a landing page, mate, because I did.
Yeah, same. I mean, I never classed landing pages as a service though. I do now.
Yeah. I
It's
just
funny.
did I just did ads to landing page. That's it.
It's funny that because even though when you put together all these projects for people, you just say, I'm going to send it to a landing page and it's going to convert and this and stuff. But it takes a lot of time. Landing pages have become so advanced now, though. It's not like an opt-in box anymore. And there's a whole bunch of things behind the scenes that convert the lead. But it's funny, I never considered it up until when we teach
Yeah.
it and teach how people how to do it, that it was a service. But I remember I first offered Facebook ads. That was it, one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's rattle through them, mate. So if you're doing
But how
local
change?
regen,
But I think what's worth highlighting in this, as being a beginner in this now in 2024, mate, is different to being a beginner starting your agency in
oh,
2018.
massively,
It's
100%.
so changed.
Which is why you get the gurus that had an agency 6 years ago that don't have an agency now because they couldn't adapt with the times because of how different it came. Now they offer their mentorship to other agency owners, teaching how to start an agency, and they teach things that we look at and we come on this channel and say, I can't believe this is being taught because they're teaching SMMA and they have the same mindset of SMMA from when they launched it 6 years ago. I think there's very few people, mate, that are like us that have been around and had an agency then and haven't a successful agency now because it has changed. Like you used to literally be able to get one Facebook ad up on one audience to one product, like of a AliExpress image of that product and get loads of sales. And it
Yeah,
couldn't be more opposite from that now. You have to have, which is why the DCA 3.0, which our mentorship program that the new one we've launched on the landing page, we make such a massive thing about it, don't we? About like implementing these four key pillars. And even if you're a beginner, you have to implement these four key pillars, in my view.
yeah. I think there's four, and then there's an additional five to get the deal over the line,
Yeah.
which is really clever. But
So
let's just talk about if you're a beginner. Yeah, what we can offer. First thing, mate, you tell them one thing that as a beginner they need to do.
I'd say paid ads. Paid ads is the fundamental service that
Yeah,
all social media marketing agencies have to offer because otherwise, how are you going to get the brand into loads and loads of people? And that can't just be Facebook, unfortunately. And this might, I think the way loads of people speak about social media marketing and digital marketing for beginners, mate, I think they like babify it like a lot. They like act as if everyone's really fucking stupid, which I don't think we do because
what
I
do you
don't
mean?
agree with it. I think people go, all right, you're starting a social media marketing agency, like you're really stupid, so just focus on this really basic thing. Whereas I don't, do you not think that like because in the academy we don't do that. Like all
No,
of the new agencies that join, like, because majority of the people that join the academy are beginners who have never had a client, and we get them to where they want to go. And we throw them in the deep end, mate. We're like, right, no, you need to learn Facebook ads, TikTok ads. It's not a fucking big ask. If you've got 2 brain cells up there, you can learn Facebook ads and TikTok ads when you're doing it. Like, let's not beat around the bush. It's not fucking difficult, is it?
well, TikTok ads out of all the platforms is probably the easiest one of the lot.
Exactly. So like when you're learning paid ads, you may as well fucking learn them on all platforms. It's
I
not,
know.
you can learn, I guess it's difficult. It's different if you're learning from YouTube, but if you're learning from like a mentor, which is why we have it in the academy, you can learn 4 platforms in 2 weeks by watching all the videos.
Yeah, you can.
It's like, it's
What
fucking as
people
simple as that.
struggle with, what people struggle with as a beginner is coming up with ideas for your client of what the ads can be.
Yeah, but I mean, that can all be taught as well. Like in the
Can be
academy,
taught,
we talk about where to get ideas from and leveraging, and
well,
it's
you go to Facebook ads library for a start, and you'll see a whole bunch of ads. So it's like
exactly.
it, yeah. But no, you're right. So the first thing as a beginner, you're going to run
You
paid
need to have
ads.
paid ad. Yeah, you need to have paid ads in your locker to get that brand in front of hundreds of thousands of people to grow it. Otherwise, if you're relying on social media management or their existing database, you're only going to deal with what they've got. So you need a way to introduce it to new people. So that's pillar one.
Yep,
Pillar
agreed.
two, mate.
Pillar two is you need to have a funnel and a landing page. And I got to put these two together really, but funnel, landing page to automation, lead nurturing is I think it's the biggest game changer in the last 12 to 18 months, I would say.
I'd say since I started my agency, this has been the biggest change.
No, as in like the nurturing process now though, that we've got available to us through high level.
Yeah.
That's a high level only really burst
Sorry.
on
Yes. Yes.
in
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the
Yeah.
last
Yeah. So I meant like the introduction of high level has
yeah.
been the biggest like benefit from when I first started my agency.
And if people are listening to it, they're like, well, what's high level? You need to do a bit more research, guys. But
Most people should know.
dude, I don't know. But I think either way, you need a really good landing page that gives all the information about the service or the offer that you're talking about on your ads. And you're working your way down what we call down the sales funnel. And then you get to like the nurturing. And within that, as part of your service, you're offering text messaging that go to the lead immediately in a conversation style follow-up. And then you've got emails that go out to that lead too. And if people don't reply, they get messages. There's a whole bunch of automations that you can do to get that person who submitted their lead. Let's say that someone who wants like a Botox or a lip filler, beginners need to understand. They need to understand this, mate, don't they? Where when a lead comes through, it's not a sale. There's a difference between a lead and a paying client.
Yeah. And
The journey used to be this big.
Yeah, and it's always been a problem, mate. Like even when I started my agency, like with the first dentists I had, there was always a conversation. Even when Facebook ads were really easy, like there was always a conversation of just being poor lead quality, poor lead quality. Like you're gonna get that all the time, and the only way you solve that is through the automation side of things. So like pillar two is kind of you need a high converting destination for the ads you're creating in pillar one.
Yeah.
If you're sending them to your website or your client's website, you're not going to convert them a good rate. Typically, like an average website converts to 2%. Some of our landing pages convert at 9%, which is just ridiculous because you're squeezing way more juice out of the ad spend that you're spending. So that's like so pillar one's how you introduce the brand to new people. Landing pages is how you convert that traffic at a really good rate. And then the automations is how you're going to make the most money out of the leads you're bringing that client, which is all the client cares about. The client doesn't care about having 2 million leads a month, which I see loads of people offer as like their 2024 agency offer is I can bring you 75 leads a week or your money back. But it's like I never understood that because businesses don't really give a shit about leads. Like if we like, which is why we don't use leads in any of our case studies because no one gives a shit. Like you could bring them 900 leads a day. If they're all fucking shit, they don't give a fuck. Like it means nothing, and that's what that automation process does.
I agree. Okay,
Um,
next. What's the next thing people should offer as a beginner?
and then email marketing. So email marketing is kind of it's part of that automation as well, but also outside of the automated process of the lead campaign, you need to be doing email marketing to their existing database and their growing database.
Yeah.
So like real quick wins is just like getting hold of their database, their existing email list, and just sending out some really nice branded emails with special offers, reactivation campaigns, and just get these leads back spending money with them. Like it's such an easy way to get your ad spend or your service fee paid for, and then everything else on top's profit. So it's like such a good pillar.
If what beginners need to know is like email marketing is actually really, really straightforward and simple. Get a good template, talk about a particular product or service, or bring them back any which way you can, bring them back to the funnel again.
Yeah.
But you should be offering, think about it as a beginner now, whose email marketing list are you on? You might be on, in the UK, you might be on Gymshark, you might be on Tiffany & Co, you could be on Louis Vuitton, like all these brands do email marketing, and you get an email. Some brands like Louis Vuitton are emailing, and Gymshark, I think Gymshark email every other day.
Yeah, like bulk powders, I'm pretty sure they email once a day. Like
my protein,
yeah.
My protein, like, guys, if not every day.
I'm pretty sure
and it does help because it does help drive brand exposure, and then you're more likely to take action.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the next priority. You should be offering email marketing. What's the fourth one?
Well, the fourth one is kind of automation.
Yeah, text messaging client automations is one. But again, outside of automations, mate, we often implement text marketing.
Yeah.
So just text messages that go out like Pizza Hut do, Domino's, they send you one to say, hey, like buy one, get one free. We do that with our clients, where it's just like one message a month, a week, or two a month, go out just promoting the brand.
Yeah. Yeah. And it sounds like we've run through them there very quickly, but it sounds way more complicated than it is. It's very and it all happens in stages. So if you're a beginner, you sign a client. First of all, you create the landing page, because that's where all your emails are going to go, your SMS are going to go typically for that specific call to action, and your ads are all going to be sent to that landing page, which then filter through to your automation. So that's like the fundamental building block you build these campaigns on. So you sign a client, build them a landing page, you build them the automation. That's set in stone. Then you launch the ads to that landing page, and then you get your email marketing and SMS on the back end, which deals with their existing database. So it happens in stages, and there's no reason why, as a beginner, even if you're doing it for a low fee at the start, you can't be implementing all of that stuff. It doesn't cost you. All you need is to buy a Go High Level account for $97 a month.
Yeah.
They'll pay for their email marketing platform like MailChimp. You just get them set up on it and they'll pay for it. SMS, they pick up the cost for. Ad spend, they pick up the cost for. So really, the only expense you have to deliver all those pillars is high level. It's like...
Makes me laugh, mate, when people say, well, how much is it to start marketing, like a digital marketing company, marketing agency? And you reel off a couple of things like you just said, Go High Level, Canva, maybe a Panda doc or whatever to send a contract through. Like, oh man, what's going to cost me like 150 quid a month? Well, yeah, dude, it's the cheapest, most cost-effective, profitable business model ever.
I know.
But that's not a lot, You name one other business where you don't need any startup costs at all.
I know.
It's mad, and I think it's changed. I think it is changing now, where people realize that if you're going to do this, you can't do social media marketing or digital marketing, start a company and expect it to be successful if you're not willing to invest something in it other than your time.
Yep, absolutely, mate. Well, I think that's the perfect roundup of the 4 pillars, mate.
Yeah, beginners, get involved. There's so much fucking business out there, man. Like, there's so much business, so many local companies that just want really good lead gen with a good follow-up process, and they want email marketing, they want text messages, and there is a 5th pillar to it, which you can find out if within our academy, we teach all that. But just get involved and get a piece of it and grow it and take it seriously. It's fucking lots of business, mate, there.
There is. And I think as long as you're doing it in the right way, and as long as you're doing it with quality, because there's no good you doing all these 4 pillars and it looking a load of shit. Like, there's a way to do it professionally and make what you do look really nice. And I think if you are a beginner, and this might be the first time you're watching this channel, it might not be. Tom and I have ran a successful marketing agency doing this day in, day out for hundreds and hundreds of clients across the UK, across the US. And we live and breathe it, which is why we have the academy, because it teaches, you'll see from the landing page if you click the link in the description, we teach these pillars step by step. We teach Facebook ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, sales funnel creation, all the automations we use for our lead generation businesses. We give you in a snapshot of Go High Level. So you just import it into your business, as well as all the sales strategies to get to a point where you have a client. And then on top of that, all of the accountability and the contact you have with us to really get you to where you want to go is quite incredible. And like, if you are new to this channel, we're like the least salesy people ever. You're never going to get a DM from us trying to sell this shit. We're just pointing you in the right direction. If you are, you've landed on this video and you're struggling to weave through the shit on YouTube and TikTok, and you've watched this video and it's like, right, how can I implement these 4 very straightforward pillars to the best ability and charge £1,500 a month, which Tom and I do day in, day out with our team. So it's like, if that's what you're interested in, click the link in the description, watch the video, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday's live call. But yeah, it will really change the game. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please subscribe if not, and yeah, we'll see you very shortly for tomorrow's video.